Good morning, good morning. Happy Friday. Hope you guys are having a beautiful day. So a little bit about me in case you guys have never met me. My name is Rochelle Beachy. I am the leader of the Royal Rockstars. We currently have technically over 14,000 people on the team, okay? I can give you guys some stats here in a skinny minute if you guys want it, but I have been with my current company over 7 years, okay? So I have been a leader of leaders for years now, you guys, and I am very passionate about creating leaders of influence, leaders who are, just servant leaders leading from their heart. So this morning, I'm going to talk about something that is just very near and dear to my heart, you guys. So go ahead and like, comment, and spread the love. And we're going to get the party started here in a skinny minute. Rochelle is going to share this out, okay? So you guys are welcome to spread the love as well. And one more place here, y'all. Boom shakalaka. So you guys are welcome to share this. This will be great for regardless of which company you're in, whether you're with Paparazzi, whether you're not. This is going to be really powerful stuff. I actually have notes today, so we're going to try to stick on target. This is going to be more like boom shakalaka, teaching you guys some LeadershipTips.com. If you guys want more, even more, okay, I have a 7 steps to success for leaders that I posted on my YouTube. Good morning. Hey, Jody. Good morning. How are you guys doing? Rochelle needs some cool air now because I always need that when I go live. Hey, Tracy. Derek, I have the coffee right here. Boom shakalaka. I have it. So how are you guys doing? Did you guys get your coffee yet? Are y'all at work? Like, what are you guys doing today? I'll give you guys a skinny minute to share this out. Share it out in your chats and all. So this is going to be powerful training, whether you have 0 people on your team or 5 million. Okay, it really doesn't matter how many you have, because the deal is when you have a leader's mindset, you are going to build a thriving team. Okay, when you have the proper mindset and the proper foundation for your business, you are going to build a powerful team. Okay, so awesome, Teresa. Derek, awesome. Hey, Galanda, welcome everybody. Hey, Melissa. Good morning. Weekly June incentives. Michelle, I'm not sure what you're talking about. But anyway, you're welcome to message me, okay? Hey, Melissa Rose, welcome everybody. Okay, so we're gonna just jump right in here. If you're in a different company, this is totally cool. It doesn't matter what company you're with. These are leadership tips. I love learning from the best of the best, okay? Some leaders that I love to follow, and I'm going to tell you guys this right now before I jump in here. People like Eric Worre, okay? People like Jesse Lee Ward. People like John Maxwell. I mean, there's so many people that you can learn from when it comes to leadership. And, there's leaders within this company that I follow. There's leaders outside of this company that I follow, right? You can learn from people everywhere. If you are willing to be coachable and teachable and keep that attitude and stay humble and be kind, right? You can take it as far as you want, okay? You can take it as far as you want in this company. Now, I know yesterday people were wanting some info on ranks, but I really feel like more important than ranks are, this is like the big picture of leadership. This is maybe some of the core things as you're starting to think about building a team, or maybe you already have a team that could really help you, okay? So I personally have not had a lot of, well, I'm not going to get into all that, okay? But I have learned a lot on my own is what I'm going to say, okay? Got your coffee, Patricia. Awesome. Go you. Good morning, Stephanie. Good morning, everybody, okay? So we're going to just jump in here because back in the day, hey, Angela, back in the day when I joined Paparazzi, okay, I joined in August of 2012, and in a couple months, I hit the rank of director. But my original goal when I joined was to hit producer in about a year. My upline had hit producer in like 6 months, and I was determined if she could do it in 6 months, I could do it in a year, okay? And so it ended up taking me longer than that, but I was determined. And so what happened was by January of the following year, okay, I started with a team of about 6 people, and you got to understand this was before Facebook Live. This was when we had to do everything old school, basically. We had to do events, we had to do home parties, and all of that, okay? It's a lot easier now than it was back then, just saying, okay? So I remember starting 2013, listening to some other training, And to make a long story short, I decided, you know what? It is time for me to start my own team group. It is time for me to jump in and be a leader here. It doesn't matter if you have 1 on your team or 1,000 on your team, okay? When you have that all-in mindset, that makes a big, big difference for your team, okay? So I started with 6 people, and we ended the year around close to 200 people on the team, okay? Back then, that was a huge explosion, right? That was before live video and all of that. Good morning, everybody. So I decided I was just going to be all in, regardless of what anybody else was saying that was the right way to do things. I decided I had to do what was right for Rochelle and for her team, right? And so as a leader, ultimately, you can learn from your upline, you can learn from your sidelines, you can learn from other people, but ultimately you have to do what's right for you, okay? And you have to throw your own little twist to it, okay? So anyway, the first tip, well, this is a bonus tip, but you have to start right, it has to start right here with your mindset, okay? You have to decide, I'm a leader, I'm going to take responsibility, just like when you have kids, right? I'm a mother, now I'm responsible for my kids, right? So even though my team, they're not technically my kids, but they're my kids, y'all. They're like my big extended family, and I'm always looking out for them, okay? They may grow up, and they may no longer be little kids, you know, some of my big leaders, right? And I may be like, you know, here you go. Kick you out of the nest a little bit, right? Because I want to teach people to soar, okay? If people are just dependent on you as a leader, you're not teaching them properly, okay? And yes, sometimes people will still look to you as a leader, right? And that's awesome. But ultimately, you know, just like that, a mother bird, okay, in the nest with her little birdies, she's eventually going to kick them out of the nest because she wants to teach them how to soar. And that is my heart as a leader, is not just for everybody to be dependent on me, not for me just to control all the things, right? Because there's no way I could control all the things with my ginormous team, which is awesome, right? I want to do what I can for the best for them, right? I want to give them the best training, the best of everything that I can, right? So here's the deal, you guys. Ultimately, you got to teach and train them so that they can go out and they can be leaders and they can lead their teams, right? If you're all about just keeping everybody close to you all the time and, well, they got to do it my way or the highway or whatever, you're not going to build a thriving team, okay? Boom, shakalaka right there. Okay, number 1. We're going to post number 1. If that makes sense, just drop 100% in the comments. Give me some hearts or something. The first thing, when you are building a team, okay, focus on building a winning team, okay? So here's the deal, you guys. In Paparazzi, in whatever company you're in, you're going to have goals. Goals are very, very important, okay? Goals are awesome. Goals are important. But more important than that, when you teach your team to win, you are automatically going to win, right? Just like if you have a team and you're playing baseball, softball, whatever it is, right? You have to have the team work together to get to your goal of winning the tournament or whatever it is, right? You have to work together. So it is not just about you. One person, whether that's Michael Jordan or whoever it is, right? Michael Jordan couldn't win the thing by himself, right? I don't even know that much about sports, so excuse me here as I try to explain sports to y'all. But you get the picture, right? So Michael Jordan couldn't win it just by himself. He couldn't win all these crazy, amazing games out there by himself. He had to have the team, okay? So you are never going to get to where you want to go unless you teach your team how to win, okay? Boom shakalaka. The small wins add up. You're always going to be looking for people who are runners, right? People who want this, people who want it, people who are hungry, people who are coachable, people who are and all that. But you also want to help the people who are just starting, right? Start strong and all of that. So as a leader, your responsibility is not just to add someone to your team, okay? This is a little advanced training over here, but this is Real Talk with Rochelle. Your thing as a leader, your responsibility as a leader is not just to recruit and just to have those new business partners on your team. It is for you to teach them how to win. Whether it's a small win, whether it's a big win, it doesn't matter. Small wins are going to add up. So in our company, our core rank is director, okay? So my goal as a leader is to get as many people to director as possible, okay? So, oh, thank you, Kathy. So here's the deal. This is what I'm going to teach you guys when you're building a team. Okay, this is something that Trent Kirby, who is one of the founders of our company, taught me, and I'm like, oh my word, this makes so much sense. So here's the deal. If you want to grow, if you want to rank up in this company, of course, right, you have to be sharing this opportunity with other people. You have to be building relationships. If you're trying to recruit just for your own self, just to be that check collector, it's not going to thrive, okay? If it's all about you, people are going to smell it a million miles away, okay? Don't make it all about you, okay? I'm giving you guys all kinds of bonus tips here, but I'm just saying. So here is a tip of the day. If you are just starting out today, your first rank is going to be director, right? So in order to hit director, you have to have 3 personally sponsored active, okay, to hit director status. Now, what I want you to do is you are constantly going to be adding to your team and not just expecting those 3 people to get you to director every month, right? Because as a leader, you're going to lead by example, okay? So here's what you're going to do. You are going to keep on adding every month, okay? Some months maybe more than others, but you're going to really push to add new team members every month. You're going to push to be a hope dealer, okay? We have to be hope dealers. We have to make it about other people. What are the benefits to joining your business, okay? What are the benefits to joining Paparazzi or whatever business you're with? Why do they want to join you? Are you actually showing up? Are you showing up? Are you going the extra mile? Are you being who you should be? Are you leading by example? Why should they follow you? Maybe you haven't built a team yet because you're not showing up, okay? And maybe you've built an accidental team, okay? But then you're not going to just accidentally rank up all the time, okay? And you will get stuck eventually if that's your mindset, right? So here's the deal. I'm going to teach you as a leader. This is what Trent Kirby said years ago, and it still sticks with me, okay? So your goal as a leader is to be helping your people rank up. Now, everybody's not going to want it, but you are going to speak life. You're going to believe in them, and you're going to encourage them to go for their ranks, to go for their goals. Maybe they don't even want to build a team. That's okay. There's life at the party. I mean, hopefully in your company, there's a way that you guys can be making money regardless of what company it is, right? Just on selling the products, okay? We make amazing commission just selling the products. You don't even have to build a team to be making incredible money in this company, okay? So, but you're going to be teaching your new people to go for director. Director is a core rank. You want to get as many directors as possible. So let's say you have 5 different legs, okay? So you recruited Mildred, Missy, Faye, Jamie, and Alan on your team, okay? Now, those 5, you're going to try to get them to director as soon as possible, okay? So as they get to director, remember we're teaching them how to be a winning team, okay? They're going to learn how to go the extra mile for their team and all that as well, right? It's not just about the money. It's not just about the paycheck, because if it is, people are going to sniff that a million miles away, just saying. Okay, so now you're going to try to have 5 new directors ASAP, okay? Now, you're going to teach them how to do this with their teams, okay? And so now, Mildred, Missy, Faye, Jamie, and Alan, now they're going to go and they're going to teach their people, because they're now directors, right? They're going to teach their people how to add and grow their teams. Plus, they're going to keep on leading by example. They're going to be showing up and selling. They're going to be going out there and talking about the opportunity and sharing this with other people as well, right? And so what's going to happen is they're going to keep on growing more legs over here, right? But they're also helping them rank up, okay? This is just an example. So now you have 5 directors, right? Now the next thing is your goal is to get these 5 directors to premier director. Now premier director is a lot bigger jump, right? It's 3,000 in volume at least that each team now has to go for, okay? I'm not going to go over all of that. I'm pretty sure I have a rank up video on YouTube, so you guys can go stalk me on YouTube, Rochelle Beachy, okay, on YouTube, and find that. But now you're going to have 5 premier directors. Now, 5 times 3,000. Who is here that has great math skills? Tell us what 5 times 3,000 in volume is. So you take those 5 directors. You're teaching them how to build winning teams. It's not just about the paycheck. It's about building relationships and all, right? Those five teams are now going to be 5 premier directors, okay? I'll do the math for you guys. 5 times 3,000. Yep, there you go, Tammy. 15,000 in volume. What does that mean for you as a leader? That means you just jumped from being like a director or a premier director to now being a producer, right? Because that is producer numbers, okay? So now, those five premier directors, you're going to teach them how to now hit executive director. Okay, now executive director is 6,000 in volume. So this is the best case scenario, of course. Is it always going to work out like this? Probably not. But this is what I'm trying to teach you guys. It's a principle. So now you have 5 different leaders, and each one of those leaders now has at least 6,000 in volume. So what is 6,000 times 5? Okay, 6,000 times 5. What is the numbers there, y'all? What is 6,000 times 5? Yes, relationship building. Don't make it just about you. Absolutely. So now you have 5 executive directors on your team. Each team leg has 6,000 in volume. Yep, Nicole and Alan, you're correct. You now have 30,000 in volume. Guess what? You're already a premier producer. You're basically elite by then, okay? Crazy insane, okay? So now you have 5 executive directors. Now you're going to help them rank up to the next level, which is producer. You're now going to have 5 producers on your team. Those 5 producers, that means they're going to each have at least 12,000 in volume. What's 12,000 times 5, y'all? 12,000 times 5. Yep, you guys are correct. So now you're gonna aim to really help your team hit producer or above. Okay, so now you're gonna have 5 different leaders. Okay, building strong, and guess what? This is gonna help you explode through the ranks if you do this properly. I'm just telling you guys. Okay, 60,000. That's correct. Okay, so 60,000 is really close to hitting fashionista. In order to have fashionista, you need to have at least 75,000 in volume. So probably by that time, if you have that many leaders on your team like that, you're probably ready to fashionista because you're going to be recruiting and adding new people, right? Okay, so now you're going to get those 5 people to premier producer. Premier producer 5 times 25,000 is what? Hey, Sandy. Good morning, Ginger. 5 times 25,000 in volume for each leg is how much, y'all? Okay, it is 125,000 in volume. Okay, now you're basically an A-lister. Now, when you're an A-lister, that means you're a 6-figure earner in the company, basically. Okay, just saying. A-lister is fire, crazy awesome. Okay, now you're gonna help all of those 5 people hit elite because elite is just crazy fire. You get so many perks at elite. Okay, so elite now is going to be 40,000 times 5, which is 200,000 in volume, which basically you're an A-list, a Maven A-lister. I saw that, Sandy. Huge congratulations, Lane. I know, right? So, anyway, do you guys get it? If you guys get it, like drop a 1 in the comments if you guys are ready to build a winning team, okay? When your team wins, you win. Don't just make the focus all about you. See, okay, and there's so many things. I could just go on and on about this, okay? I'm very, very, very passionate about this. So focus on a winning team. Number 1, drop it in the comments. Number 2, as a leader, let's say you hit director last month. Now, you have 3 people that hit director. That means you're now going to get the bonus 10% on your first line, and if they add anyone, you're going to get 5% from your second line, anyone that they recruit, right? So, here's the deal. This is what I see happen so many times. I've been guilty of it myself, but I'm going to tell you guys a little secret. It happens all the time, and it's going to cause you some problems, okay? This is what happens. You hit a rank, and then you decided the next month, oh my goodness, that was a lot of work. I'm just going to chill. I need to go on vacation now. I need to take off a week or 2, and I'm just going to chill now. I'm just not going to push as much. I'm not going to go the extra mile as much for my team. I'm not going to do as many incentives or whatever. I'm just going to chill over here and drink my margarita on the beach and chillax for a while, okay? I am just going to be a check collector, and they just need to order, and they just need to work their business. Tell me how that works for you. I'd really like to know. Probably not a good idea, right? Okay. Do not take your foot off the gas, okay? when you hit a rank, just because you hit it doesn't mean the next month it's time to coast, okay? Yes, you can totally work from the beach with a margarita in your hand, and you can totally chillax. I'm going on vacation this next week, y'all, but does that mean I'm going to leave my team be the whole time? No, no, no. The reason I am a multiple six-figure earner in the company is because I'm willing to work on my phone anywhere I go. I am willing to work on my phone. Does that mean I put my phone aside sometimes? Absolutely. Does that mean, though, that I can still go live? I can still talk about the opportunity. I can still be working my business on the go. And guess what? That also has tax benefits, okay? If you're willing, if you're at a restaurant and you're willing to talk to waitress, right, about the business and build your business like that, maybe advertise a little bit along the way, it adds to your tax benefits, okay? Yes, work. Yep, I worked from Europe. I really did. Put the pedal to the metal. Yes, yes, okay? So we all need breaks. I understand 100%. But I'm telling you what, if you want to grow and keep on growing and not lose momentum, you have got to stick with it for the long haul. You've got to show up. You've got to go the extra mile. You've got to do the extra if you want the extra, okay? Do not just hit a rank and then slide, okay? Because what happens is, all of a sudden, you have a team member who quits over here. You have a team member who quits over there, and you're like, oh no, my team is quitting. Why? Let me wipe my tears. Let me wipe my tears. You know, I've been over here chillaxing on the beach, but those team members, they're still supposed to be working their business. Like, why is this even happening to me? This is just so sad. I mean, you know, I'm not really showing up for my team, but, you know, why are they not active? I don't know why they're not active over here. I'm just so sad, but you know, I'm not active this month either yet, but you know, it's okay. I mean, I ordered a ton last month, and I'm just gonna chill over here. I'm gonna use that money for a vacation because, you know, you gotta chill sometime, right? I mean, you know, it's just, you know, I have so many excuses this month, and I just really need to make plenty of time to put my lip gloss on and chill on the beach, you know? It's just the way it is. So I just can't handle the stress. I can't handle the pressure all the time. And I mean, you know, I just need a vacation, okay? Now, here's the deal. If you guys have taken time off like that before, I'm not here to give you a hard time. We have life that happens, right? We have life that happens. Life will throw you a curveball. You might lose a spouse, or you might lose a family member, or you might be going through incredible trauma or whatever it is, right? Life can happen. But here's the deal. If you do that all the time, you're never going to get anywhere in your business, okay? All the work that you put into your business last month, it's just going to be thrown away this month. You may not lose it overnight, but you're going to lose it. Just saying, okay? Yeah. So, this is not to give you guys like this, make you guys feel all guilty for not showing up for your team in the past. Today is a new day, but you have got to show up. Okay, enough said. That is point number 2. Drop a 2 in the comments if you guys got it. Hey, Sunny. Hey, Brina. Welcome, everybody. Okay, number 3. If you guys missed the beginning, you're just going to have to watch it all. Number 3. Here's the deal. Be a person of influence. You have got to be a go-giver instead of a taker, okay? I basically talked about this already. Don't sit there twiddling your thumbs being like, you know what, I just want to make the money, honey, and I'm just going to sit here and let my team do the work. I'm not going to show up for them. I'm not going to give them any incentives. I'm not going to reach out for that to them. I'm not going to give them any shout-outs. They should just be self-motivated. Yeah. I mean, I'm just not going to waste my time. I'm just going to focus on me, y'all. I mean, do you see this? Do you see me? I mean, do you see me, girlfriend? I mean, do you see me? You know, there's a lot going on right here with my life over here. And it's just, this business is just all about me. It's all about what I can get out of it. It's all about the money that I can get. It's all about the recognition that I can get. It's just all about me. Didn't you know that? I mean, that's why I started this business. It's just all about me because I'm just very selfish. And I just really, you know, it just makes me feel good. It just stokes my ego. And it's just all about me, you know? I mean, my team, bless their hearts, you know, they really should be working it more because, you know, I mean, you know, you see me over here. I mean, I need that. I need to rank up. I need that recognition. I need to walk on stage next year. I really need that. It's because it's all about me, you know? What could they do for me? Okay? What can they do for me? How about if you change that and think about, how can I bless my team today? How can I give to them? Maybe I don't have $1,000 to spend on them yet, but what can I do to bless them? What can I do to encourage them? Look, this is something that's free, right? You can pick up the phone. You can call a team member today. You can pick up the phone. You can message a team member today. You can go and hop on their live show today and encourage them and bless them. You can share it out. You can do a fun incentive for the weekend. You can see who you can bless with this business. Somebody who is looking to make that extra money. Somebody who is looking to change their life. Somebody who is looking for hope. Someone who's looking to make an extra couple $100 this month. And yet, it's all about you. You're worried about those no's. You're worried about getting your panties in a wad over here. And you're just worried about you. Stop it. Stop it. I love you guys, but I'm telling you, you will never be a person of influence. You will never be leading a ginormous freaking team if it's all about you. And if you do, I'm sorry for your team. I'm sorry for you. I'm sorry for your team, okay? It's just not going to flourish. Something is not going to be in alignment, right? Be a person who is willing to go the extra mile. Be a person who legit cares about other people. Be a person who goes the 15th mile for other people. Be the person who shows up daily, whether you feel like it or not. That's also being a leader. Be the person who starts that team page for your group, team group for your team, right? Be the person who goes live in there sharing tips. Be the person who does fun incentives. Be the person who finds out what your team's goals are and encourages them. Be the person who shows up. Be the person of influence. Do you know how you're going to gain influence? If you want more people on your live shows, if you want more people showing up for you, what are you going to have to do? You are going to have to show up for them. Time and time and time and day in and day out and day in and day out. Here's the deal, you guys. If you want to build your algorithm on Facebook, just show up more and reach out to people more. Be a good human. Be a good human. Don't just make it about the sales. Don't just make it about the views. Be a good human. Why not? You like getting a like on your post or a love. You like people commenting on your stuff. Why aren't you going and blessing other people? Why not? Why not go wish someone a happy birthday in their messenger right now? That's actually going to boost your algorithm. But why not just be a good human? Why not just go and comment on people's stories? That's going to boost your algorithm as well. But why not just go the extra mile for people? So many times people are like, oh, I just don't have enough views. I just don't have this. My team isn't showing up. Are you showing up for them? Are you showing up whether you feel like it or not? Are you showing up? Hashtag no excuses. Are you willing to sacrifice for them? Are you willing to give extraordinary customer service? Are you willing to bless that person with some free bling? Are you willing to encourage someone today? Are you willing to pray for someone today? I'm telling you, if you make it all about you, it's not going to be a good road. You're never going to feel right. But when you make it about others, you totally need to have your own goals. I'm not saying don't have your own goals, but ultimately it needs to be about making the world a better place. It needs to be about blessing other people. It needs to be about encouraging other people. It needs to be about not just doing it for your little selfish reasons, okay? I don't care what company you're in. I don't care what business you're in. Make it about other people. And the more you help other people win, the more you will win, okay? Boom shakalaka. So, number 3, if you want to be a person of influence, you've got to serve more. Drop a 3 in the comments if that makes sense. Number 4, I've already talked about this. But I'm just going to talk about it again. Number 4, lead by example. If you want your team to be buying jewelry, you better be buying jewelry. If you want your team to sell jewelry, you better be selling the jewelry. If you want your team to recruit, you better be recruiting. Don't get me started on check collectors, okay? If you're a check collector, I love you anyway, but that is not the way to run a flourishing business. I see so many leaders, oh my word, so many leaders, so many times, who they may have been working it really, really hard, and then they go MIA, right? They may have been doing all the things, they get to a rank, then they go MIA somewhere. I don't even know. And then they try to make a comeback, and then they leave for a while, and they come back, and I'm like, it's this wishy-washy. I mean, how can anyone even follow that? You can't. You can't follow that. They can't even lead themselves. So they got to start learning how to lead themselves first, right? But here's the deal. Lead by example. Lead by example. Lead by example. Can I say it again? Lead by example. A check collector, basically you build a team and you sit there and twiddle your thumbs and you don't lead by example, Tammy. And you're just wanting the money out of it. You're just wanting your team commission check. Number 4, lead by example. Okay? Lead by example. What does that mean as me as a leader? It means that I am going to be pushing, okay? I'm going to be pushing to build my team personally, right? Even though I have technically over 14,000 people on my team, I'm going to be pushing, right? Because I also want the next level in my business. I'm going to be pushing to share this opportunity with other people. I'm going to be pushing to sell more jewelry than ever before. The last 3 months, y'all, do I have to do this? I'm a multiple 6-figure earner in the company. I don't necessarily have to sell as much jewelry as I do. But I love it. I love it. I love the jewelry. I'm addicted to it. I love making my customers happy. And I'm not saying that you have to sell or have as much jewelry as I do to be a good leader. That's not what I'm saying. But I have, in the middle of the coronavirus, okay, sold almost $25,000 each month the past 3 months. And this past month, we almost hit $25,000. Now, that includes a little bit, some shipping cost as well. But insane. Insane. So we're working like crazy over here to help my team, right? I'm working like crazy over here behind the scenes selling jewelry. I'm working like crazy, reaching out, trying to help teach my leaders to be leaders, right? I'm working like crazy more than ever before. More than ever before. Not less. Not less, but more. Okay? Now, lead by example. Whatever that means to you, I'm going to tell you to lead by example. Can I reach out to everyone personally? I can't, okay? I can't do all the things. I'm not saying I'm a perfect leader, but lead by example. Lead by example. Just keep on being coachable and teachable, okay? You guys, okay? Don't get me started on this, but I remember being at convention years ago, and I asked a girl if she could please take my picture, and by that time, I was definitely what we call elite in the company, right? And I asked her to take the picture, and she was like, well, of course I will. You're elite. And I was like, girl, basically, don't talk to me like that. I was very kind, but I was like, doesn't matter what my rank is. It is never okay, as any type of leader in this company, or any company for that matter, it is never okay for you to get your ego in the way. It is never okay to walk around with your nose in the air thinking that you're better than anyone else. That is not okay. Now, can you be a confident human? Absolutely. Be a confident human. But You, just because you're ranked, does not make you any more valuable than Penny or Tammy or Diane or Gavina or anybody else on here, okay? You are no more valuable than the lady through that you see as you're going through the drive-through. It doesn't matter how much your paycheck is. It doesn't mean that you deserve to push anybody else beneath your feet, okay? That is not okay. That is not okay. That is not okay, okay? Boom shakalaka. Okay, so number 4, lead by example. If you guys got that, drop a 4 in the comments. Lead by example. Whatever that means in your level, don't compare yourself to Rochelle. Okay, this is not about the comparison game, but you focus on what your life needs, right? See who you can serve. See who you can bless. See how much jewelry you can top from your goals from last month. See if you can top it from whatever you did before, right? Just go the extra mile. Go the extra mile. It's going to cost you. It takes sacrifice, right? But go the extra mile. Okay, boom shakalaka. That's tip number 4. Number 5, have a program and stick with it. Okay, so do you have a program for your team that when they join, maybe you have 7 steps to success videos, or maybe you encourage them to hit director in their first 30 days or 60 days. You give them special training. You give them special whatever, right? Maybe you have some sort of system. Oh, you guys are so welcome. Okay. So this is advanced leadership tips, y'all. So, just because I'm sharing all this doesn't mean you have to do all the things overnight. But here's something for you guys, okay? So the deal is whatever you encourage, whatever you acknowledge, whatever you celebrate, there's my word, whatever you celebrate is going to win. It's going to keep on growing, right? Whatever you celebrate, it's going to grow, right? Because it's positive reinforcement. So, celebrate the team's small wins, right? But have some sort of program. It could be a fast start program of some sort. It could be a PV club, okay? It could be a PV club. If they order a certain amount a month or whatever, they could get something, whatever it is, right? And then maybe they'll have to top their PV next month to get to the next level. They're not going to get that same prize every month, but they're going to have to top their goals to get to the next prize, whatever it is, right? And just really teach your team how to make money, right? Teach your team how to sell and reinvest and make that money, okay? So if they're just buying and stacking the jewelry in a corner, like that's not your goal as the leader, okay? It might look nice. It might help you get a little closer to your rank, but you need to be pushing to teach your team to sell and, of course, build their team and all of that, right? Okay, so have some sort of maybe PV club, Life at the Party club. You can do something special for ranks, all that kind of stuff, right? But you can also incentivize, let's say somebody goes live 10 days straight, 30 days straight, 60 days straight, you could have a special program just for that, right? Because people like something, they want to know what they can do to push towards their goals. They really want it, but sometimes they're a little clueless in Seattle. Tammy, where do I teach them all this? I'm not sure. Maybe have your own special group. Have your own team page. That's what I recommend. Have a team group and also have a messenger chat, okay? So Tammy, I would really encourage you to go to my YouTube and watch 7 Steps to Success for Leaders because I go over a lot of that stuff step by step, okay? So number 5 is have some sort of program and stick with it, okay? So boom shakalaka, whatever that means, do it, okay? So if you guys got that, have a number 5 in the comments, okay? Next one is real leaders, true leaders, a leader of influence is going to create more leaders, okay? It's not just going to be about you. Remember, I talked about that earlier. This is not just about you. your goal, just like when you're a mother, right? When you have babies around the house, right? Your goal is to help them grow up and fly the nest and have their own family someday, right? As a leader, real leaders create more leaders of influence, right? You need to empower your people. Speak life into them, okay? Find their gifts and encourage them. Encourage them in what they're good at, right? Because guess what? I don't have my act together with everything. There's certain things I'm really, really good at. But there's other things that I suck at as a leader, okay? I'm not techie. There's different things. I'm not the most organized person. There's different things like that I'm just not as gifted in. But does that mean I'm less of a human because I'm not gifted in all the 50 million things? No. It just means we need each other. We need each other as a team. Maybe Tammy is super techie. Maybe she could do a training on Shopify. Or maybe she could do a training on whatever it is, right? Some sort of techie thing. Maybe Brenda is awesome at taking pictures of the jewelry, okay? Maybe she could do a training on how to take pictures and all of that, right? Bring your team together. If you make it all about you, if in your team page, in your team group, you're the only one that's doing everything, you're doing it wrong, okay? Hate to break it to you. Well, hey, Sarah. If you're doing all the things, you're doing it wrong, okay? You need to create more leaders who create more leaders, okay? You need to be encouraging your leaders to step up to the plate and do things for their leaders. You should actually have a separate maybe group or chat or whatever for your leaders and constantly be pouring tips and tricks into them, okay? You have got to be learning as a leader as well. If you're not learning leadership things, how can you even give those tips to your team? You can't. So if you want to take things to the next level, you have got to take it to the next level yourself. You've got to up your leadership game, okay? So if you feel like you're not where you want to be, you probably starts right here, okay? I'm going to tell you guys a little, this is Rochelle being vulnerable, right? I have been at my rank as a Jetsetter, which is a very awesome, amazing rank, for over 2 years now. I've been working like mad. To get to the next level, okay? And it just keeps on continually. I'm giving and giving and giving, okay? I am so blessed. I'm so grateful to give and bless my team. I think they deserve it. I wish, sometimes I've actually hired coaches to help me because I needed extra help, okay? I've hired coaches. I've tried to step into my greatness and who I am as a human. Last year, I went to this conference. Okay, this is why you need to always be growing yourself as a leader. I went to a conference. It was a Bob Hiley conference. And one thing that I learned, this is one thing that stood out to me, was that, and I know this was a God thing, but God basically told me, Rochelle, it is time for you to quit playing small, okay? So even though I was one of the top leaders of the entire company, God was telling me, Rochelle, it is time for you to quit playing small. It is time for you to quit holding back on doing the things, okay? And it still freaks me out. Some of the things that I do, you guys, are outside of my comfort zone, but that's okay. I have to keep on growing. If I want to teach my leaders to grow, I have got to be growing as a human. I've got to be willing to start that YouTube channel. I've got to be willing to put myself out there. Even me going live out here on my timeline, y'all, is a big deal for me, okay? I used to be freaked out about doing this kind of stuff because I'm like, well, so-and-so could do it better, or, so-and-so could, they're better at that than I am. I don't really want to put myself out there, yada, 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 right? Guess what? The world needs your awesome. You need to quit playing small. You need to take it to the next level. Your team needs you to show up, okay? Don't compare yourself to other people in the company. Don't compare yourself, but you just need to up your game, and you need to start showing up for them. You need to start encouraging your leaders to show up for their people, okay? Yes, lead as your next rank. Lead as if you're an elite consultant, whether you're an elite consultant yet or not. Lead as if you're already there. Think about, where do I want to be a year from now? Now, what do I have to do to make that happen? Where do I want to be 3 years from now? What do I need to do? What do I need to change to make that happen? Meredith, yes, I do. Just message me. Okay, number 6, real leaders create more leaders. Like I said, empower your people to be a better version of themselves, right? Empower them. Get them to go live in your team group. Reach out to them. Thank them for doing such and such. If you see that they have a gift, tell them. Tell them. So I did something, and I'm going to tell you guys, this is behind the scenes with Rochelle. This was Rochelle being all out there and vulnerable. But I remember, I was an elite consultant, okay? I don't even know what rank I was at the time, but I had some of my elites. I had some of my elites sitting around the table at an elite summit, okay? Leadership summit. I remember looking at their faces, and somehow that night, I was in bed, and it was like God told me, and this is Rochelle really being out there, but God told me, Rochelle, you have got to speak life into them. Basically, I wanted to wash their feet, okay? So this is a scriptural, what's it called? It's like a, I don't even know how to put it in words right now. I need more coffee, I guess. But anyway, I wanted to wash their feet. And it dawned upon me that, you know what? My leaders need me as a leader to speak life into them. So what happened was I got them to come to our suite at one day, and we sat in the living room there. Yes, thank you, Sarah. That's a good, I'm trying to find the word, and I'm having a struggle. But anyway, I went around, and I just kneeled beside each one of them, and I went around the room, and I spoke life into every single one of those leaders. I spoke life into every single one of them. Did I actually wash their feet? Not technically, but it was like, I did it metaphorically, I guess. And to make a long story short, there were so many tears. There were some breakthroughs that happened in this room. There were two leaders who were not getting along very well, and there was a breakthrough that happened. Anyway, that's Rochelle being real with you guys. But it really, really stood out to me, the power of a leader. And I don't care if you have one person on your team or 5 million people on your team. Your team needs you to speak life into them. Your team needs you to show up for them. It doesn't matter if you have an upline who is like freaking killing it. Okay? They need you to show up. They need you to show up in your greatness. They need you to show up in your gifts. They need you to speak life into them. Now, do they have to have you do that in order to soar in this business? No. Because ultimately, it's not up to our upline or downline or anything else, right? To make it happen for us. But as a leader, you have a responsibility. That even that one person that joined your team, you have a responsibility to help them flourish. Now, will they all flourish? No, but that's up to them. But your part as a leader, you go the extra mile. You go the extra mile for them, okay? Boom shakalaka. Number 6, real leaders create more leaders. Drop that in the comments if that makes sense. Number 6. Number 7. Number 7. Yes, Lane. Number 7. In order to be able to give, in order to be that leader that you need to be, you have got to take care of yourself as well, okay? And I know I talk about it all the time. I'm all about hustle and heart, right? You gotta hustle. You gotta hustle it more than most, right? In order to make it to where you want to be blooming and flourishing in your business, okay? So you gotta hustle it, unlike what you thought you needed to do. This is not like a 9-to-5 job where you work a certain amount of hours and you get paid for those hours and you're done for the weekend, right? The more that you show up, the more that you give into your business, the more it's going to grow. The more you're going to have that momentum and all. But I'm going to tell you a secret. Here's the secret. You have got to pour into your gas tank first. You've got to be able to pour into your cup first in order to be able to give out to other people. If you're feeling empty, if you're feeling drained, if you're feeling exhausted, if you're feeling empty, maybe you need to go out there. Maybe you need to go spend some time with Jesus. Maybe if you don't have a relationship with Jesus, it's all good in the hood. I have to have that, or else I wouldn't be where I'm at today. I love you regardless of where you're at with all that, right? But for me, I need downtime sometimes. And that doesn't even mean that it's a ton of time, but I need downtime. I love people, but I also need time away from people, okay? I love my family, but I also need time away from my family. I need me time. I need the baths, my jacuzzi time. I need sometimes to just read a fun book or chill and watch a movie or go on a walk and, just have some downtime, listen to the birds, just chat with Jesus, find out what he wants for me. Sometimes I just need some chocolate. I need a good old cinnamon roll and some coffee or whatever it is, right? I need to get away and spend some time with a friend and try not to connect with my business. That can be hard for me. But anyway, I'm getting messages all the time. So I have to be intentional. And you know what? This is something that I have not done a good job with this year. I remember God told me very clearly at the beginning of the year, and I'm putting this out there because I'm going to try to do a better job at this, okay? But basically told me that I need to have at least 4 hours a week to myself where I get away and have me time, okay? I've not done a great job with that. So I know I have to do that. I have to do that because if I want to be a better leader, if I want to show up better, I have got to also fill up my cup, because if I'm trying to pour out to you guys and I'm not filling my own cup, it's just going to come out blah. It's going to come out. Nothing's going to come out like it should. I'm going to be frustrated. I'm going to be exhausted. I'm not going to have the energy to give to other people. I'm not going to have that. Okay. So you have got to take time to refuel your engines. Now, does that mean you have to take a week or two and just do nothing? No, it doesn't. Just be intentional. Super powerful thing I saw driving by a church. God will always provide enough strength for the next step. So important on so many levels. Okay, awesome. Yes. So number 7, you've got to refuel your own gas tank. Okay, so just like you're driving down the road, driving hundreds of miles, and all of a sudden you're like, well, I don't have time to stop and get gas. Guess what's going to happen? If you don't have time to stop and get gas, that car is going to make you stop, right? You've got to take care of yourself mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually, okay? You have got to do those things in order to continue to flourish in this business and not burn out, okay? Not burn out. So, number 7 is pour into your own cup, so you have to give to other people, okay? Boom shakalaka. There you guys have it. That is all for today. I know that was a lot, but this was something that I shared with actually my leaders, and I'm like, you know what? Why don't I share it with you guys? Okay, Deborah, absolutely. So I'm just saying this out of love. I'm just very, very passionate about leadership. I'm very passionate about helping other people embrace their greatness. I'm very passionate about helping people flourish. My word of the year is flourish. And I'm just excited that even in the middle of the coronavirus, my team is flourishing, okay? Lane, yes. It'll probably go on YouTube as well. I know it's long and drawn out, but I'm telling you guys, these are some things that I've been learning. Have I always done these things properly? No, I've made many mistakes along the way. I'm speaking from my heart. I'm speaking from examples, things that I've actually done wrong or seen done wrong that I've learned from, okay? That's fine, Deborah. You're so welcome, Renee. Love you guys so much. Man, I'm over here sweating, y'all. Jesus, take the wheel. Gonna rewatch. Powerful. Thank you so much. Pour into your own cup. Your inspiration. Thank you so much. I watched the full replay. Oh, thank you, Sarah. Have a very blessed day, everyone. Flourish. Thank you. You always encourage me. Thank you so much. You guys are so welcome. You guys are so welcome. So, I'm pretty sure I have the rank training on YouTube as well, so you guys are welcome to watch that. You're welcome, Sonia. So, love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. I know that was a long session. I don't even know how long I was on, but hopefully that's a blessing to you guys. We'll be doing more trainings next week, but happy Friday the 3rd. Happy almost weekend, basically, here. So, have a beautiful day, and you're so welcome, Tanya. You're so welcome. So, love y'all. Have a beautiful day. Thanks for tuning in, and know that I'm here cheering you guys on. Rock out your beautiful selves. Go out there, bless other people, and build your business and inspire others in the process, okay? Mwah. Thank you, Nan. You guys are awesome. Okay, have a beautiful day, and you're welcome to share this with your teams, whether you're in your business, in this company or not, doesn't matter. This is for the people because I love you guys, and I celebrate people in business because I'm just so proud of you. Mwah. Have a beautiful day. Take care.